Well, so far, pretty damn good for MACHADO-GARRY in the big show. He came to the UFC in 2021 as the Cage Warriors champion, and he has done nothing but live up to, if not exceed, the hype. Neil Magny, Daniel Rodriguez, Gabriel Green among the high-level scouts on his resume. But now the challenges get stiffer, and there are a lot of people that still want to knock MACHADO-GARRY. They want to tap into his personal life. They want to question the commitment. The man's committed, that I can assure you, and now training out of Brazil under Diego Lima, he is ready to show the world that he is the best at 170 pounds. As we get ready for this next fight, I might as well tell you, to my right is a two-time United States Olympic wrestler. But I say this without that caveat. Wrestling's the best base for modern-day mixed martial arts, and his wrestling is truly as good as it gets.
As good as it gets. And he lives by the motto. He embraces the grind. He gets out there, and he tries to punish you with his effort. He wants to punish you with his intensity, and he wants to overwhelm you with his pressure. That is wrestling. From the wrestling on the mat to wrestling on the feet, it's pressure, pressure, pressure. And this young man is just literally, he personifies the style that so many of us know.
Dude, like pummels all day. His wife's like, I'm looking for a hug. You don't need to pummel me. Tremendous wrestler. We'll see if the hands have developed a little bit, but certainly a good opportunity on a big stage for him here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the future, MACHADO-GARRY. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, round one getting underway here. We'll see what MACHADO-GARRY can do to preserve that O in his loss column. His frame is going to provide a lot of challenges for most of the 170-pound fighters. More often than not, he'll be the taller man, he'll be the longer man, not just in terms of arm reach, but leg reach as well, and an obvious size discrepancy in this matchup here tonight. So the taller fighter lands a knee yet again.
The fighters separate.
Oh, nice punch there in the clinch.
Oh, big elbow.
Muhammad gets the early takedown. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. He lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. He passed the half guard.
All right, side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Muhammad's back inside control here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Oh, hook to the head by Belal Muhammad.
He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Straight punch there again, been there all night. Well, the opponent seemed to think he had shored up the takedown defense. It did not hold up there.
It may feel good in practice, but you don't know until the guys in front of you hit takedown attempt after takedown attempt.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the back.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Foley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
His work, I'm going to stand this shot.
Oh, he's going for his arm now.
Oh, now it's getting tight. All he's got to do now is get his hips into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
MACHADO-GARRY getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Nice defense.
.30 seconds to go here. Muhammad's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Final seconds here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike gets home. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it's got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Here we are, early round two. Strike lands clean.
That was a nice combination there.
Oh, stuffs another shot there. Takedown defense on point tonight. Big elbow there, lands. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. Muhammad's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Single leg takedown. Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Belal Muhammad. Good, solid strike on the ground. Muhammad's back in half guard.
Beautiful reversal on the ground. Now he's going full mount.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. Gotta be careful here. Nice transition.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
MACHADO-GARRY's right back to the full mount here.
Go.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Muhammad.
I need you to scramble. Scramble.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
MACHADO-GARRY's back in full mount. Lands with the ground and pound here. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Muhammad's in half guard. Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round. What a strike from off of his back. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He passes to half.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Muhammad. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. MACHADO-GARRY's pass is denied. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. MACHADO-GARRY's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Muhammad's eye is closing up. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
Seconds winding down in round two. MACHADO-GARRY's now dealing with a cheek cut. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Belal.
Good round.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up.
Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Well, perhaps now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships. Back mount now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Belal Muhammad. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad.
Yeah, smart adjustment, yep. Nice.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, the referee has stepped in here as expected. He is going to call in the doctor to look at what is a pretty significant cut that he's dealing with.
It's a mess. It's completely a mess, and I'd be very surprised if this fight continues.
All right, looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse.
He passes to half guard. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut. Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up, get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half.
Ian Machado-Garry's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. How good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Muhammad's back in full now. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Machado-Garry's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here's some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Ian Machado-Garry's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know.
Oh, he just hurt him. He just hurt him. He hurt him real bad.
Nice straight right lands. Oh, double leg takedown is good. Muhammad's in half guard. Working out of the half guard here. All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Machado-Garry. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, great submission defense. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Muhammad's in half guard.
Great submission defense.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad.
Oh, nice.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Making all these shots count.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, man, another strike gets through, and now things are critical. We got a lot of blood, folks.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position.
Get that knee in, shrimp.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, has the guard closed here. Muhammad's in half guard now.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
fight.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Oh, he's hurt!
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Oh, he's trying. But he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the...
All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings now. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future, you gotta have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad.
What a moment, what a result, and a lot of people believe the best is yet to come, but this result for the wrestler tonight, certainly his best effort to date as he disposes of the opposition.